Alright guys, so this is one of the very few videos I'm going to be putting up on YouTube. So this is going to be my story. Yeah, so a little background about me. I'm from Hercules, California, which is about 1 hour away from San Jose, where I currently live. I just graduated from San Jose State with a general business degree, and yeah, did 5 years of total schooling, and now I'm out. I own a meal prep business called Motive Eats Meal Prep, meals that motivate. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. So my story is it's very inspirational, actually. I lived in a garage with a small office space and one bathroom. And keep in mind, I have a family. We are a family of 6. I have one sister and then 2 brothers, and then I have my mom and my dad and then me. So that's a total of 6 people. And then my mom and dad were divorced when we lived in that garage. And then the side was sectioned off so that my uncle was living in the house, and then my family was living in the garage and the office and one bathroom. We would freaking wash dishes in the bathroom. I remember that. We had a propane stove just for cooking. And tough times, man. Like, we would have sleeping bags to sleep in because we had no beds in one room in a small size office. And then I remember overlapping the sleeping bags on top of my sister and my brothers because there's no fucking room to sleep. And you know, that was a very tough time. My dad was a manager at Walgreens, and my mom, I don't know what she was doing, but she was doing something else. Like, I barely saw her because my mom and dad were divorced. So, and I was in middle school, about 6th grade. I would be embarrassed for people to come over to even, like, you know, I can't bring over someone and be like, I live in a garage. Like, that was a very tough time, and no one really knows that I lived in a garage during middle school times. But a very emotional time. But things started looking up after that. I think 2 years later, we went to a house, and then we had a 1-story house. And then I was like 7th grade. My dad got a job at PG&E, making about like $70,000. Like, things were looking good. I remember getting like TVs, and you know, I was getting like skateboards because I was getting into skating and stuff. And then 2008 hits. I didn't realize it at the moment. It might have been the stock market crash or the housing market crash. And I think what happened was my dad got laid off, and then we had no electricity for 2 months. We had no hot water for 2 months. And yeah, I just remember putting candle lights inside the room because my brother, me and Alec, we had a room downstairs, and we had to light candles while fucking doing homework. That shit was hard, man. And then we had to take cold showers. I remember eating bread and ketchup and stealing from Safeway just so we could eat. And I think the person on top of the hill is not as hungry as a person on the bottom of the hill. That truly speaks to me, because the people with the most adversity, the people who have been shitted on and who have been, you know, through a lot of fucking hardships, who have been poor, who have, you know, starved themselves, who have no fucking hot water, have no electricity. Like, that's adversity right there, because that pushes me to be like, I don't want to go back to that shit again. No fucking way. That's not in my fucking world. You know, the people who have gotten, you know, financial stability, who lived in a room, 6-bedroom home, like, They don't have the fire and drive for the person that had no electricity for 2 months, who had no hot water for 2 months, who had to starve themselves, man. Like, the people who have been privileged, man, they don't have that fire, man. Like, I don't want to go back to that shit. So that's my story, man. Like, and yeah, it's very emotional, but like, the attitude I have now, man, like, because I don't want to go back to that, it's like, my mindset is like way above like the person who has been given the financial stability and all that. Like, if you grew up in a house, like, fuck, man. I never had my own room. And to this day, I still don't have my own room. And people who have, you know, who are privileged, man, like, it irks me. But the person on top of the hill is not as hungry as the one on the bottom of the hill. And I hate it when people are privileged. But that's my story. I hope it inspires you guys. And yeah, so I'm gonna be doing motivational videos. I'm gonna be speaking about quotes, motivational quotes on here. There's gonna be no cuts, no edits, no anything. It's just gonna be straight from the dome, from the head. So yeah, I'm gonna keep these videos rolling. Yeah, I hope you guys like the video. It's gonna be titled My Story, with 3 dots. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next one.